Okay, dear students, let us continue our very important last theory, that is called as here solid state band theory. What is, dear students, here band theory? Okay, generally generally if you consider here in band theory, generally we are having the two types of the bands we can consider here. How the band will be forming, just we can we'll discuss. The first one, it is called as, dear student, now valence band. What is, dear student? First one, it is called as valence band, and the second one, it is comes under conduction band. Second one, it is called as what is, dear student? Conduction band. How this band will be forming? Generally if you take the metals here, dear students, generally if you take the metals, in that metals, how this will be, in that electrons will be coming, electron will be present in the atomic orbitals. There is a energy gap between these atomic orbitals are very, very close. This whenever the energy levels, energy gaps will be present in the atomic orbitals are very less, and it is forming here, what is, dear student? Molecular orbitals. What is, dear student? Molecular orbitals. These molecular orbitals, in that also energy gap is very closer. Then what will happen? It's forming like one line. That line which is called as, dear student, band. That line which is called as, dear student, band. Now what is valence bond? What is next one? What is conduction band? Let me take one example. Where the position of this valence band and conduction band. Now let me take one example here so that you can easily understand. If I consider here silicon, what is, dear student? If I consider silicon, its atomic number is 14. Am I correct or not? Now I am writing here its electronic configuration. Right here 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p2, and what is here also third. 3d orbital is there, but 3d orbital there is no electrons. This is called as here vacant. Am I correct or not? Now already we know this is called as here inner electrons, and this is called as, dear student, valence electrons. As we discussed in the previous lecture, the number of valence electrons present in the silicon, it belongs to generally group 14: carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. Generally what is this one? This orbitals, if we take it here, this atomic orbitals generally which is having the energy gap is very closer. Now these electrons are filled or not, dear student? Electrons are filled. Whenever the electrons are filled, then what will happen? Its density or the molecular weight will be more or not? Whenever the density will be more, it will be go and settle the bottom, or else it will go and settle the top. What will it will go and settle the bottom of the place, bottom. That's why whenever the bottom is there, then we can call it here, this is a valence band. This is called as, dear student, valence band. But comes under here, what about sir, here 3d orbitals are here. What about 3d? There is no electrons. There is no electrons in 3d. That's why it is called as here vacant or not? Vacant. That vacant band, it is called as here conduction band. What is, dear student? It is a conduction band. Generally this one, due to the presence of more electrons here, density will be more, it will be settled the bottom. There is no electrons, that is vacant orbitals are there, so it will be settled towards up. So what you understand here? Where is the position? Valence bond is towards bottom, and conduction band towards up. Now if we take generally, what is meant by here? Valence band. This valence band, generally, what am, dear student, here? This valence band, generally it is forming. It is formed by the merging of atomic orbitals. What type of atomic orbital? Filled atomic orbitals or unfilled atomic orbital, dear student? Filled. Am I correct or not? What I have read here, it is formed by filled molecular orbitals. Filled molecular orbitals. Am I correct or not? Due to density is more, it will settle down. Next one comes under, what is conduction band here? Conduction band. Generally this conduction band, what is there? It is formed it is formed by, okay, vacant molecular orbitals, vacant molecular orbitals. That's why it is called as, dear student, okay, conduction band. What is, dear student? Conduction band. Okay, now if you generally take it here, okay, where is the position? This one, okay, if you take it generally, okay, now here 3s and as well as 3p is there or not, dear student? Okay, 3s, just I am writing here, this is 3s, okay, next one 3p, both are having the same shell, okay, same shell and as well as subshell, only different here, but we have to consider it according to principal quantum number 3. Am I correct? Okay, next one, this is comes under, okay, 3s. This is comes under 3s. Next one, what is the position of the 3p, sir? This is called as 3p, because these two orbitals, molecular orbital which are having the, okay, energy level are very very close. That's why these two which is comes under, already we written, okay, valence band. Valence band, no electrons here, that's why I can write, okay, empty, no, vacant, there is no electrons, it will be settled up. That's why this is called as a 3d. Okay, this 3d which is comes under generally conduction band. Conduction band. Okay, now one more, I am introducing one small zone, that is called as the energy gap between this valence band versus conduction band. It is called as, dear student, here forbidden zone. What is called as, dear student? It is called as a forbidden zone. Okay, due to this presence of this forbidden zone only, it is responsible for the conduction in, okay, conductors, insulators and as well as semiconductors. What I said, dear student, due to the presence of this, okay, forbidden zone. What is forbidden zone? The energy gap between, okay, valence band versus conduction band, okay, is called as here forbidden zone. It is responsible for, okay, to conduct, okay, we have to check the conduction in conductors, insulators and semiconductors. Now let me start with here, okay, how the conduction will takes place in terms of 3. Okay, let me take with here three types here, 3 types of okay, substance here. Okay, generally, okay, 3 types of the substance I can consider. Okay, now first of all I can take it here, dear student, okay, what is, okay, conductors. What is, dear student, here? Conductors I am taking. How the energy gap will be? Okay, let me take it here. Okay, now if I take it here, valence band, okay, I can represent with respect to here like this. Am I correct or not? Okay, now this is generally I can represent, okay, valence band. Valence band. Okay, first of all, what is valence band? Okay, now in that, okay, what is same I am considering here. Am I correct? In that, this is called as here, okay, conduction band. This is conduction band. Okay, now this is called as, dear student, energy. This is called as energy. Now what is meant by, let me start with the conduction in the conductors here. Okay, generally, okay, how the, okay, conductance, this one conductors will be acting best conductor of electricity. Okay, the energy gap between, what I am telling, dear student, the energy gap, the energy gap between, okay, valence band and the conduction band are very small. And what is, dear student, are very small. Okay, such type of, okay, substance which is called as, dear student, here conductors. Okay, now at room temperature, for example, what is here I can write here, this is okay, gap, energy gap is very small. Energy gap is very very small. Am I correct? Just if you take in here the room temperature, generally if you take the metal, what I am telling here, student, generally I can consider this is the metal. Imagine if I put this metal, okay, inside the switchboard, what will happen here? Generally at room temperature itself, what will happen? It conducts electricity. It conducts electricity. Due to, what is the reason? That means here, okay, very energy gap will be very very less. Very very less. Even at room temperature also, it, okay, it conducts electricity. Okay, for example, if you take it, this is the ground state and this is, if you take it generally, excited state. If the electron is here, okay, then what will happen at room temperature itself? It will be, okay, the electron will promote from valence band to conduction band. valence band to conduction band. Okay, that's why it is called as here, it is comes under very good conductor of electric current, very good conductor of electric current. Generally if you take it here, metals, what is dear student, generally, okay, best example for this one here, silver is the best conductor. Next one, copper, you can take it here, aluminium, next one iron, and so on, etc. This is called as here explanation for conductors. Simple words, there is no energy, very small energy gap between valence and okay, conduction band. Okay, next one, okay, if you take it here, second one, it is called as okay dear student, okay, semi conductors. Okay, in that semiconductor, what will happen? Generally, check it, dear student. Okay, now I can take it. This is a valence band. Am I correct or not? This is valence band. Am I correct or not? Okay, energy is increasing here. Okay, now what I am taking here, second one, it is called as this is a conduction band. What is real student? This is a conduction band. This is called as this entire forbidden zone. This is called as a forbidden zone. Am I correct? Now at the moment here in this semiconductor, generally what will happen? The energy gap between valence band, okay, and as well as conduction band is somewhat okay, more when compared to conductors. When compared to conductor, that's why it is called as here semiconductors. Okay, generally the electron, imagine the electron is present here. Generally if you take it at normal condition, it will not conduct electricity. Okay, but if you raise the temperature, what I am telling dear student, okay, general temperature, it won't conduct electricity, but if you raise the temperature, what I am taking here, at a high temperature, what is it conducts electricity. At high temperature, it conducts what is dear student, okay, electricity. Okay, how it will be? The electron is here now. Okay, imagine the electron is here. After you increase the temperature, this electron gets promoted into the okay, valence. Okay, gets promoted from valence band to okay, conduction band. Due to the electron promoting, that is called as a transition from valence band to okay, conduction band. It leads to, it is responsible for to show the okay, conductivity in semiconductors. Am I correct or not, dear student? This is about semiconductor. Next one, third one, it is called as okay, insulators. What is the dear student? Third one, okay, insulators. In that, in case of insulators, how you are taking? Okay, now let me take this is okay. Understand? And this is a conduction band, and this is, I can consider, this is a valence band, this is a conduction band, and energy is here increasing. Then just have check it here, how the gap, how much gap will be here. So much gap is there or not? So much gap, but in case of here gap, just check it here, when compared to this one, somewhat is high, but here so much gap is there or not? Okay, the energy gap between valence band and the conduction band is okay, energy gap is so okay, large. The energy gap between what is dear student? Okay, conduction versus valence band is so large, but is it conduct electricity? In that name itself, they are insulators. The conductors, the substance which do not pass electric current to pass through them are called as insulators. Okay, so for example, if you take it here, okay, if you take the rubber or plastic and you have to try to put it in the switchboard, whether will you conduct, whether will get shock, electric shock? No. Due to the presence of what? The energy gap between these two bands are very, very large. For example, what I am taking here, so, sir, okay, I can apply more potential difference, sir. I can apply more electrical difference, or okay, more potential difference I will apply from the external side. If you apply large potential difference also, this electron can't jump from valence band to okay, conduction band. If the electron movement is not there, then how it conducts electricity, dear students? No or not? Okay, that's why what will happen if you apply high, what I am telling, high okay, potential difference. If you apply high potential difference also, okay, it okay, do not conduct any type of okay, conduction or electric current. Such type of substance is called as here, okay, insulators. Such type of conductors is called as, dear student, insulators. Okay, this is called as energy gap. Energy gap. Am I correct or not, dear students? Okay, now based on that one, how do you choose here? There is no energy gap, very small that way. But sometimes what will happen, if you raise the temperature, one band will be overlapping or merging with one another in case of conductors. But in case of semiconductors, if you take it here, the energy gap will be somewhat okay, small, somewhat is there. Okay, now between valency and because of this forbidden zone, it is conducting, okay, conduction in all this one. If you general case, if you take it here, okay, at the room temperature, it won't conduct electricity, but if you increase the temperature, what will happen? These electrons will be absorbing the energy and gets promoted into, okay, higher energy state. The electron jump from valence band to, okay, conduction band. Because of this only it conducts electricity. That means here starting itself we discussed semiconductors, that means the solid which conduct electricity and which lies between conductors versus insulators. Conductor versus insulators. Okay, now example for this one here, okay, germanium, silicon, if you take it general is this substance. Am I correct or not? In case of here conductor, okay, insulators, there is a very large energy gap between, okay, this valency versus okay, conduction band. If you apply high potential difference also, okay, whatever the electrons is present in the valence shell, it can't transit from VB to CB. So obviously there is no movement of electrons here, there is no motion of electrons, free of electrons, so it doesn't conduct electricity. Okay, now example for this insulators, generally we can consider here plastics. Next one, dear student, okay, rubber. Generally if you take the elements phosphorus, sulfur and so on, etc. Understood, dear students? Okay, this is about okay, conduction, sorry, this is about band theory. This is about, dear student, band theory, which explain about how the solids will be conducting electricity. Okay, with respect here bands, we discuss what is valence, what is conduction. Okay, this all merging filled electrons is there here. Okay, vacant electrons or vacant molecular orbitals are there. Vacant molecular orbitals. The gap between these two valence versus conduction band is called as forbidden zone. Sir, why we have to use forbidden zone? Because of this forbidden zone only, it conduct, okay, conduction will be taking place in conductors, semi and as well as okay, insulators. Insulators. Generally we differentiate between, okay, these three based on the energy gaps. Based on energy gaps. Here very less, here somewhat gap is there, here very large difference is there. Understood or not, dear student? Okay, this is our okay, today's video lecture in solid state, dear student. Okay, let us continue. Okay, magnetic properties, next session we can discuss. Okay, I hope everyone watching, okay, following our YouTube channel and watch our videos and get more clarity about particular concept. Thank you, dear students.